So our next topic to be discussed is the cosine function. So we have an equation here. Y equals negative 3 cosine times the quantity of 2x minus negative 3 pi over 5 minus 6. So for solving this formula, we have to find first the amplitude. The amplitude in this equation is simply can see negative 3, but I will change to positive 3. So we have the answer already. Next is to get the phase shift. So in answering the phase shift, we just simply copy this. We will just simply equate this equation 2x minus negative 3 pi over 5 into 0. So 2x minus 3 pi over 5 then in order to get 0, we need to transpose 2x into the right side. So we have 2x is equals to 3 pi, and we have to divide both sides into 2 so we can cancel out the coefficient of the x. Next to do is to bring down 3 pi over 5 and multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor. So we have 3 pi over 5 times 1/2 is equals to 3 pi over 10. So we already have the phase shift. Next is the period. So in finding period, we have E over B. As you can see, our B, so we need to cancel out this for us to get the period we have is pi. Next is the endpoint. How to get the endpoint? In getting the endpoint, we can just add the phase shift and the period. We have 3 pi over 10 plus pi is equals to 13 pi over 10. We already have the endpoint. Next is the domain. which is the negative infinity and the positive infinity. And the last is the range, which can get by answering first the minimum and the maximum. So we have negative 6 from our vertical shift minus negative 3 from our amplitude is equals to negative 3. And our maximum is negative 6 plus negative 3 equals this is wrong, I mean negative 6 minus negative 3 is equals to negative 9, and negative 6 plus negative 3 is equals to negative 3. So we have negative 9 and negative 3 range. So I forgot we have the vertical shift. I forgot to answer. We have the vertical shift, which is the negative 6. So we already answer from the amplitude the vertical shift. Next we do is the graphing. In graphing cosine function, first we need to do is to draw a y and x axis. And finding the points, we can write, or to start here. I mean, we can start writing the point which is our phase shift. We have so we have 3 pi over 10 so in solving this graph, we should put first the starting point and the end point. Our starting point is 3 pi over 10 and our end point is 13 pi over 10. So for me to get the half of this two, I need to add this both, the starting point and the end point. And the answer will be 3 pi over 10 plus 13 pi over 10 is equals 8 pi over 5. And I need to divide it into 2 to get 4 pi over 5. So we have the answer now, 4 pi over 5. Same procedure to get the half of this 2. Same procedure to have this point. We have to add this both and divide into 2. So 3 pi over 10 plus 4 pi over 5 is equals to 11 pi over 10 divided by 2 equals 11 pi over 20. That's how simple to get our points in our graph. We have is the 4 pi over 5 plus 13 pi over 10 is equals to 21 pi over 10 divided by 2. We have 21 pi over 20. That's our last point. So we have 21 pi over 20. So our points is complete. And now what we're going to do is what we need to do now is to put lines and numbers based on our vertical shift and amplitude. So the vertical shift we had is negative. So in our graph, in our y-axis, so in our lower part of our y-axis, we are going to start numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have negative 6 here. We will add 3 because we have the general formula of negative 3 cosine times the quantity of 2x minus 3 pi over 5 minus 6. So we have 1, we add 3. We will first we have the 6, a vertical shift. We will add 3 for our asymptote. 1, 2, 3 asymptote. Okay, so here we will draw a broken line. Let's draw a broken line here. And now we can start dotting here, 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 and here. Last is
Atake na bugbo mer.
Now we connect to form so this is y equals -3 cosine times the quantity of 2x minus 3 pi over 5 minus 6. So that is our graph for our cosine function. General formula we had.